credit for this, Mr. President, you or Trump?
Is that a joke? Oh, thank you.
Hello, thanks for joining me today. This will be a brief one. I'm delving into a less familiar topic for me personally, but given the significance of yesterday's announcement of a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, I thought it appropriate to discuss this momentous agreement. The deal was reached in Doha, Qatar yesterday, January 15th, and involves the release of hostages from both sides. But the agreement still requires the full approval from the Israeli Security Cabinet. The first phase takes effect this Sunday, January 19th, at which time Hamas is to begin releasing 33 prisoners in exchange for hundreds of prisoners being held by Israel. Israeli forces are to begin gradually reducing their presence along the Philadelphi corridor. This corridor is a narrow strip of land along the Egypt-Gaza border. This will begin after the last of 33 hostages are released. The terms of the agreement state that Israel must have all of its forces withdrawn by day 50. So this is phase 2 of the agreement. Then 7 days in, this would be around January 25th, unarmed civilians will be allowed to return north without undergoing inspection or any kind of harassment from IDF soldiers. Egypt and Qatar are the mediators of this agreement. And of course, now all of the humanitarian organizations are gearing up. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency, or UNRWA, is the primary relief organization in Gaza, and they are spearheading the surge of supplies and relief aid that are now expected to pour into Gaza. So Biden made the official announcement of the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas and is now taking center stage with another announcement that the talks may go beyond its temporary ceasefire to a phase 2 of the deal, which could include a permanent end of the war. So let's hope for that. Here's some additional information. Draw what conclusions you will. Many already know about this, but Blinken and Biden have been at this, the peace negotiating, trying to broker a deal since May of last year, but have not been able to produce results, even in the least. In steps Trump and his man, Steve Witkoff. For context, Witkoff is Trump's special envoy to the Middle East. He's a former real estate tycoon and businessman. Witkoff traveled to Doha, Qatar last week to broker a deal before Trump's inauguration. That was his mission. Apparently, Witkoff arrived and took charge of the situation, according to Qatari Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Al Thani. There's a name. So here's the story. This is a story you won't see on CNN or MSNBC. Apparently, Witkoff needed Netanyahu on Saturday, and Netanyahu's assistant explained that he would not be available due to Shabbat, at least available to the evening. Witkoff, using some, I quote, salty language, explained that he was not concerned with Shabbat, but he was concerned with working out the terms of the ceasefire. Netanyahu apparently acquiesced and received the message loud and clear. He was there. He attended. They worked it out. So Trump has been very vocal about brokering peace in the region, but I don't think people realize just how serious he was until Wednesday. Now, I'm not saying that Trump's team is fully responsible for the ceasefire. We've got to give Biden and Blinken some credit. But I would be comfortable saying that Witkoff, under Trump's leadership, was the catalyst that brought the ceasefire into action. Netanyahu knows that Trump is not going to waver. So you get this kind of sense of Trump is not backing down, that there's a new sheriff in town. And I think that the world is now seeing that the U.S. has new and improved leadership at the helm once again. Trump's not even in office yet, and this is happening, so I think it's great. Anyways, this was just a quick clip just to update you. I'm going to try to check in 2 or 3 times during the week, and that's kind of a new strategy. I'm going to implement current events into my channel to see if this works. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are, and I appreciate you watching as always and hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.